Have you ever been wronged by someone who then turned the tables, painting themselves as the victim? The sting of betrayal isn't just an emotional wound, it's a piercing reminder that even those closest to you can shatter the trust you hold sacred. God sees the truth but waits, Leo Tolstoy once wrote. These words echo the quiet assurance that no act of deceit escapes divine awareness, even if justice feels delayed. In a world where manipulators seem to thrive, it's easy to feel powerless, yet there is strength in understanding. Betrayal isn't the end of your story, it's a test, a revelation, and ultimately, a catalyst for transformation. Today, we explore the unseen hands of divine justice, the lessons hidden in deceit, and the unshakable promise that truth, no matter how buried, will always rise. Betrayal rarely comes from strangers. The deepest wounds are inflicted by those closest to you, those you trust implicitly and allow into your inner world. Whether it's a friend who knows your secrets, a family member bound by blood, or a colleague you've supported, the sting of betrayal cuts deeper because it's unexpected. These individuals are meant to be your allies, not your adversaries. It's their proximity to your heart that makes their treachery so devastating. When betrayal strikes you, it doesn't just hurt, it fractures the very foundations of your relationships. Trust, once built on years of shared experiences and mutual understanding, crumbles in an instant. This shattering leaves you questioning everything. Were the smiles and kind words genuine? Were the memories shared authentic? Betrayal forces you to re-evaluate your reality, blurring the lines between truth and deception. The pain doesn't stop at the act of betrayal itself. It leaves behind scars that linger, making it difficult for you to rebuild trust, even with those who have done nothing wrong. The uncertainty infiltrates every interaction, leading you to second-guess and overanalyze motives. You might find yourself erecting walls around your heart, wary of letting anyone too close again. It's as if betrayal has robbed you of the ability to trust, not only others but also yourself, your judgment, your instincts, and your ability to discern genuine loyalty. Betrayal is deeply psychological. It shakes your identity because it often comes from those you've allowed to see your vulnerabilities. It's not just about the act of being deceived. It's about the intimate knowledge the betrayer used to hurt you. They know where to strike and how to inflict the maximum damage. The result? A deep wound that reverberates through your emotional and mental well-being. For you, betrayal feels especially pointed. It's not merely bad luck or coincidence. It often feels like a test of your character and your purpose. These experiences are not meant to break you, but to strengthen you. They reveal who you truly are and force you to recognize who should and shouldn't have a place in your life. It's as though betrayal is a refining fire, burning away false connections to leave behind only what's real and unshakable. Think of the story of Joseph in the Bible. Betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery and left for dead, Joseph endured unimaginable pain. Yet his betrayal became the foundation for his rise to greatness. Stripped of his family and thrust into hardship, he discovered resilience, wisdom, and a deeper connection to his purpose. His story reminds you that betrayal is not the end of the road. It's a detour that leads to transformation. Beyond the personal pain, betrayal serves as a powerful revelation. It exposes the hidden truths about others, their jealousy, insecurities, or selfish desires. These moments, while painful, are also clarifying. They teach you to see beyond words and actions, to recognize intentions and patterns that you may have overlooked before. It's a painful education, but one that equips you with a sharper understanding of human nature. Drop a comment below. I rise stronger. If betrayal has forged you into someone unstoppable. Blame shifting works because it exploits your emotions. Betrayers rely on your compassion, your desire to make things right, and even your self-doubt. By accusing you of being the aggressor or painting themselves as misunderstood, they divert attention from their actions. This psychological trickery forces you into a corner, questioning whether you were somehow at fault. It's a cruel irony. As the innocent party, you are made to feel guilty, while the betrayer assumes the role of the wronged. One of the most powerful tools in a betrayer's arsenal is the construction of a false narrative. By carefully weaving a story in which they are the victim, they garner sympathy and rally others to their side. These narratives often rely on half-truths and exaggerations, making them difficult for you to disprove. The betrayer becomes the hero of their own story, framing their actions as justifiable responses to perceived slights or injustices. Take, for example, the biblical story of King Saul and David. Despite David's loyalty and service, Saul, driven by jealousy, accused David of treachery and sought to kill him. Saul's narrative painted himself as a king under threat, when in reality, his insecurities and fear of David's rising favor were the true culprits. Saul's self-victimization allowed him to justify his betrayal, even as it led to his ultimate downfall. Gaslighting is another weapon commonly wielded by betrayers. This form of psychological manipulation involves making you question your perception of reality. A betrayer might dismiss your feelings, deny their actions, or accuse you of being overly sensitive or paranoid. Over time, this erodes your confidence in your own judgment. Gaslighting is particularly devastating because it isolates you, making it harder to seek support or validation from others. The goal of these tactics is control. By shifting blame, building false narratives and gaslighting, the betrayer seeks to maintain dominance over the situation. They aim to weaken your resolve, sow confusion, and undermine your ability to confront the truth. These tactics are especially challenging because they target the very qualities that make you unique: your empathy, your self-awareness, and your commitment to truth. But why do betrayers resort to playing the victim? It's often rooted in their own insecurities and fear of exposure. Acknowledging their wrongdoing would require them to face uncomfortable truths about themselves. Instead, they deflect, project, and manipulate, hoping to escape accountability. Yet these tactics come at a cost. Over time, the weight of their deceit creates internal conflict, as even they cannot fully escape the truth. Recognizing these tactics is the first step to reclaiming your power. When you see through the manipulations, you can resist the urge to engage in their games. You can hold firm to your truth, refusing to let their distortions define your reality. By standing strong, you deny them the control they seek and reaffirm your commitment to integrity and self-respect. The tactics of playing victim reveal more about the betrayer than they do about you. They expose their fear, their need for validation, and their unwillingness to confront their own flaws. While their manipulations may cause temporary chaos, the truth has a way of surfacing, and when it does, the strength you've gained in withstanding their tactics will shine even brighter. Warning: this is not for muggles. Oh, so you're still here? Guess that means you're not just another NPC wandering the Matrix, huh? Let's be real, this isn't your self-help for normies retreat. The Obsidian Inner Order is where the truly chosen gather, sharpening their minds, manifesting their power, and leaving the beige existence of the mundane far behind. It's Hogwarts for the badasses who don't need a sorting hat to tell them they're elite. We've got weekly group calls where chosen ones dissect the Matrix playbook, a Star Chamber Discord packed with warriors of light, not wannabe influencers. And the content? Too raw, too real for YouTube's fragile servers. Our latest exclusive, The Universe is Your ATM Machine, shows you how to systematically dismantle every abundance block the Archons planted. Spoiler alert, they want you broke because they fear your rise. But listen closely, we're not running a charity for the curious. If you want in, you better act now. The door is closing and we're not holding it for the indecisive. Hit the link to join the Obsidian Inner Order in the description, or stay with the Muggles and let us know how that works out for you. In the face of betrayal, when the deceiver seems to prosper and justice feels distant, there's one profound truth that offers solace. Nothing escapes divine awareness. The actions done in secrecy, the lies whispered in the dark, and the manipulations that twist reality are all seen by a power greater than any human. For you, this assurance can be the anchor that keeps you from sinking into despair. Consider the words of Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. "Time I am, the destroyer of the worlds." This reminder underscores the inevitability of justice in the grand scheme of existence. While betrayal might appear unchecked, divine justice operates on a timeline beyond your comprehension. It sees the heart of every action, the motives behind every word, and the truth hidden beneath every facade. One of the most challenging aspects of betrayal is the feeling of invisibility, the sense that your pain goes unnoticed and the wrongdoer escapes accountability. But divine awareness assures you that no act is overlooked. Even when human systems fail to deliver justice, a higher order is always at work. The betrayer might deceive those around them, but they cannot deceive the divine. Psychology also lends support to this idea through the concept of cognitive dissonance. Betrayers, no matter how skilled at manipulation, cannot completely silence their conscience. They may outwardly justify their actions, but internally, the weight of their deceit creates a tension that grows over time. This inner conflict, though invisible to you, is a part of divine justice, their inability to escape the truth within themselves. Stories of divine justice abound across cultures and religious texts. One such tale is that of Duryodhana in the Mahabharata. Despite his endless schemes to destroy the Pandavas, his own arrogance and deceit led to his downfall. His betrayals, seen and judged by divine forces, ultimately stripped him of everything he sought to gain. This story, like so many others, reinforces the truth that divine justice is inevitable, even when delayed. For you, understanding this truth can transform the way you respond to betrayal. Instead of seeking revenge or validation from others, you can find peace in knowing that a higher power is watching over you. Comment below, "Justice is divine," if you trust that truth always prevails in time. This awareness doesn't diminish the pain of betrayal, but it shifts your focus from the perpetrator to your own growth and healing. It allows you to release the burden of proving your innocence, knowing that the truth is already known where it matters most. Spiritual comfort comes from recognizing that divine justice isn't limited to punishment. It's also about redemption and restoration. The trials you endure because of betrayal are not in vain. They shape your character, deepen your faith, and prepare you for greater purposes. While the betrayer's actions may temporarily set you back, they cannot derail the path that has been divinely designed for you. This perspective invites you to rise above the chaos of betrayal. Instead of being consumed by anger or the need for retribution, you are reminded to focus on your journey. Trust in the timing of divine justice, knowing that every wrong will be accounted for. And as you heal, you become a testament to resilience and integrity, a living example of the strength that comes from trusting in the unseen. Divine awareness is both a comfort and a call to action. It assures you that no betrayal will go unnoticed and invites you to stand firm in your truth, even when the world seems to side with the deceiver. As the saying goes, the wheels of justice turn slowly but grind exceedingly fine. Rest assured that those who betray you will one day face the full weight of their actions, even if it's not in the way you expect. There is also a psychological toll to betrayal. Betrayers, despite their outward confidence, often grapple with cognitive dissonance, the discomfort of knowing their actions conflict with their moral compass. They might suppress their guilt or justify their behavior, but the inner conflict persists. Over time, this dissonance manifests as anxiety, regret, or even a complete unraveling of their lives. It's as though their own minds become prisons, forcing them to confront the truth they tried to escape. For you, understanding the nature of divine timing can be both a challenge and a source of comfort. It's hard to watch a betrayer seemingly thrive while you endure the fallout of their actions. However, studies show that individuals who have patience and faith in eventual justice experience greater peace and resilience. Knowing that justice operates on a higher plane allows you to let go of the need for immediate retribution. Biblical examples further reinforce the idea of divine timing. Consider the story of Haman in the book of Esther. His betrayal and plot against the Jewish people were ultimately exposed, leading to his downfall. Haman's schemes, meticulously crafted to destroy others, became the very trap that ensnared him. His fate serves as a timeless lesson. Those who betray others often meet their end through the very means they used to harm. Beyond spiritual and historical narratives, modern examples also reveal the inevitability of consequences. Public figures who have betrayed trust, whether through corruption, lies, or manipulation, often face dramatic downfalls. These cases remind you that while the wheels of justice may turn slowly, they are relentless. No one is immune to accountability, and betrayal always comes with a price. One of the most profound lessons betrayal teaches you is discernment. In a world where not everyone is what they seem, the ability to see through deception becomes a critical skill. Betrayal sharpens this ability, training you to identify manipulative behaviors, recognize red flags, and protect your energy. It's through these painful experiences that you learn to trust not only your instincts, but also the divine guidance steering you away from harmful connections. Psychologists often liken adversity to a sharpening stone. Just as steel is honed through friction, betrayal polishes your ability to make clearer, more informed choices. It helps you distinguish genuine relationships from superficial ones. While the process is difficult, it prepares you to move forward with a deeper understanding of yourself and others. Consider the natural world, where immense pressure transforms coal into diamonds. Betrayal functions similarly for you. The pressure of pain and disappointment pushes you to uncover your hidden strengths. It forces you to confront your vulnerabilities, but in doing so, it reveals a resilience you may not have realized you possessed. This transformation, though born of suffering, becomes a testament to your ability to endure and emerge stronger. The story of Joseph once again illustrates this principle. Betrayed by his brothers and sold into slavery, Joseph could have succumbed to bitterness and despair. Instead, he chose to rise above his circumstances, trusting in divine timing and purpose. His journey from a pit to a palace is a powerful reminder that betrayal is not the end. It's a redirection toward something greater. Betrayal also serves to clarify your purpose. When those around you fall away, their absence often creates space for new opportunities and directions. What feels like loss can be a divine intervention, steering you away from distractions and aligning you with your true calling. You are often set apart for unique paths, and betrayal is one way the divine clears obstacles from that journey. Spiritual texts often refer to trials as a means of purification. Betrayal, painful as it is, strips away ego, pride, and attachment to external validation. It forces you to turn inward, reconnecting with your inner self and your divine purpose. Through this process, you discover a strength and clarity that allows you to face future challenges with unwavering resolve. Ultimately, betrayal reminds you of the impermanence of human connections and the enduring nature of divine love and support. While people may fail you, the divine never will. This realization fosters a deeper reliance on faith and a greater sense of peace. Betrayal teaches you that your worth and purpose are not dependent on the approval or loyalty of others. They are rooted in something far greater. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as an act of weakness, but in truth, it is one of the most profound demonstrations of strength. For you, releasing the burden of betrayal is not about excusing the betrayer's actions. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment and anger. Holding on to these emotions only binds you to the past, while forgiveness unlocks the door to healing and growth. Practical steps toward forgiveness include journaling your emotions, practicing mindfulness, and visualizing the release of anger. Engaging in these practices helps you process the pain and regain your sense of self. Grounding techniques, such as deep breathing or spending time in nature, can also help you reconnect with your inner peace. Surrounding yourself with supportive communities ensures you don't face the journey of forgiveness alone. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. If you are ready to receive this divine blessing from your higher self and the Creator, comment below, "I set myself free." It is not a denial of justice, but a declaration that your life will not be defined by betrayal. By letting go, you affirm your strength, your dignity, and your commitment to living with integrity and grace. Forgiveness is the final act of reclaiming your power, turning pain into a stepping stone for profound transformation. The path forward after betrayal begins with rebuilding the confidence that was shaken. Betrayal often leaves a void where trust once resided, not only in others, but also in yourself. To reclaim confidence, you must remind yourself of your core values and the strengths that define you. Self-affirmation theory suggests that by focusing on your achievements, qualities, and resilience, you can begin to rebuild a solid foundation of self-worth. Reclaiming confidence also involves setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are safeguards that protect your energy and well-being. They ensure that you don't allow past betrayals to repeat themselves. Learning to say no, asserting your needs, and recognizing red flags are critical steps toward rebuilding trust in yourself and in others. These actions reaffirm that you are deserving of respect and loyalty. For you, witnessing a betrayer's downfall serves as a sobering reminder of the power of integrity. It's a call to remain aligned with truth and humility, even when revenge feels tempting. Watching a deceiver face their consequences reinforces the value of walking a righteous path. Their downfall is not a victory to celebrate, but a lesson in the cost of abandoning one's morals. These lessons extend beyond spiritual narratives and into real-world examples. Historical figures who rose to power through betrayal, like Macbeth or Napoleon, ultimately met their demise through the same forces they sought to manipulate. Their stories show that betrayal may offer temporary success, but it sows the seeds of long-term failure. The betrayer's descent becomes a warning to all who witness it. Deception cannot outlast the truth. The spiritual significance also lies in the reflection it provides for you. Seeing the betrayer's fate is a powerful reminder to stay true to your values. When faced with hardships, the easy path of manipulation or retaliation may seem appealing, but these examples remind you that integrity is the only path that leads to lasting peace and fulfillment. Betrayal is a painful but transformative journey, one that takes you from the sting of deception to the clarity of growth and resilience. Along the way, you confront the darkest sides of human nature, sharpen your discernment, and discover an inner strength you didn't know existed. Through divine awareness, you are assured that no wrong goes unseen, and every act of deceit carries its own consequences. The downfall of betrayers serves as a reminder that truth and justice are inevitable, even if they take time to unfold. Your response to betrayal defines the course of your healing. By releasing anger, embracing forgiveness, and reclaiming your confidence, you turn the pain into a powerful tool for transformation. Each step forward is a testament to your resilience and commitment to integrity, proving that betrayal does not define you, it refines you. Let this journey be a call to action. Share your stories, stand together, and draw strength from the shared wisdom of those who have walked this path before you. Together, you form a community bound by resilience, empowered by truth, and united in the assurance that no deception can prevail against the light of integrity.